I'm grateful for this opportunity to address this Council at a time of particular grave gravity across the entire Middle East region, which makes it all the more urgent to unite our efforts in pursuit of peace and stability. The region remains deeply marked by the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the ramifications of which extend to neighbouring countries and have plunged the entire region into a spiral of violence. The situation in both Gaza and the West Bank remains profoundly alarming. After more than 21 months of conflict, the war has resulted in more than 57,600 civilians, including thousands of women and children. We cannot tolerate further death and destruction in Gaza. The humanitarian blockade has triggered a severe famine affecting 2 million Palestinians in Gaza, who in addition lack access to basic medical treatment. The situation in the Strip is inhumane and unacceptable. We must restore dignity to the Palestinian people. We hope that the parties will soon reach a permanent ceasefire that will allow for the release of all hostages held by Hamas, as well as the swift and unimpeded entry of humanitarian assistance. We will continue to urge Israel to allow the United Nations entities and other humanitarian actors to operate on the ground, ensuring that the distribution of aid is carried out in accordance with humanitarian principles. Our support, in particular for UNRWA, remains steadfast, as demonstrated by our recent presidency of the agency's Advisory Commission, which concluded this month in July. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation has failed in its responsibilities. We express our deep dismay at the more than 1,000 deaths that have occurred near its distribution points. I wish to stress that peace involves a political solution based on the implementation of a two-state solution. In this regard, the upcoming high-level conference next week is a critical opportunity to advance decisively towards the recognition of both Palestine and Israel and their regional integration. We mustn't squander this political momentum. The recognition of the state of Palestine is a fundamental prerequisite for peace and regional stability. In line with this, Spain recognized Palestine in May 2024, thus reaffirming our commitment to the two-state solution and contributing actively to international efforts to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Mr. President, violence will never resolve the challenges facing the Middle East. Spain has condemned the escalation of violence between Israel and Iran, and we urge all parties to respect the ceasefire agreement. There is no military alternative to a diplomatic solution that guarantees the exclusively peaceful nature of Iran's nuclear dossier. An agreement is urgently needed, and we call upon the parties to resume negotiations immediately. A just and lasting peace in the region necessarily requires the restoration of respect for the principles of the UN Charter, including respect for territorial integrity, particularly in Lebanon and Syria. There is an historic opportunity to advance in the stabilization of Lebanon. Spain reiterates its call on the parties to fully comply with Security Council Resolution 1701 and with the cessation of hostilities agreement of November 2024. We will continue to support its implementation through UNIFIL and through political and financial support of the Lebanese armed forces. The UNIFIL mandate is essential for consolidating the progress achieved. We trust that this Council will show its unanimous support for its renewal in August. Spain has condemned the violence in southern Syria, which must be investigated to ensure accountability. In light of Israeli military actions in Damascus and other parts of the country, Spain demands respect for Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and will continue to support the Syrian people in their pursuit of a peaceful and inclusive political transition. Spain will remain committed to dialogue with regional partners to promote peace and stability in the Middle East. Thank you very much.